Hi there! We're HYBYCOZO, an Oakland-based art collective that focuses on large-scale public artwork. Our practice consists of larger-than-life sculptural pieces with intricate patterns that draw on inspirations from scientific and natural influences. We use lighting to accentuate the sculptural forms, cast intricate shadows, create opportunities for interactivity and dynamic movement, and impart a sense of wonder and delight. We seek to create public artwork that provides a memorable and interactive experience while serving as a welcoming and meaningful gathering place for the community. HYBYCOZO is made up of me, Elena, and Serge, plus a wonderful community of people that has helped us with engineering, fabrication, and lighting. In 2014, we debuted the first 3 HYBYCOZO sculptures. Each was 7 feet and was lit from within by programmable point source lighting that made each sculpture look like a glowing lantern and cast crisp shadows on the surrounding environment. While we were making models for these sculptures at a 10th scale, we realized that they would actually make pretty nifty lighting pieces, so we made those a Kickstarter reward for our first project. In 2015, we created a 15-foot tall HYBYCOZO called Deep Thought, which presented a unique challenge to light it. Our rules for creating the artworks have always been to light the sculpture and don't let people see the light source. When people can see the bulb point source versus just the light emanating from it, we felt like it removed some of the magic. So we've always been super conscious about hiding any visible LEDs. This project also had an interactive lighting control panel set back from the sculptures where people could come up and change the colors of the artwork, the brightness, and how fast the colors changed. You could even play Pong on the controller. And for our Kickstarter backers, we gave them a gold coin which you could pop into the controller like a video game, which turned on a super bright halogen LED light that cast really wide shadows onto the playa. In 2016, we really let ourselves explore new materials like mesh and mirror and programmable LED lighting strips. The largest sculpture, the Heart of Gold, was a white mesh sculpture edge-lit with LEDs, but the center was a laser-cut gold HYBYCOZO on a turntable. When a person understood that they could turn it, it shut off the LED strips and turned on the internal point source light and cast shadows on the interior of the sculpture. Marvin from that year was made of mirror funnels with a laser-cut interior panel that reflected onto itself, creating an illusion of an interior 3-dimensional object. The final sculpture, the Starship Bistromath, was made up of 2 layers of dichroic acrylic with an interior lit sculpture that created an infinity room effect within it. In late 2016, when Donald Trump was elected, we disavowed the color gold and painted all of our works white. So at Burning Man in 2017, we brought 4 new artworks which were called Inner Orbit. They were a single white ring with a white hanging shadow-casting HYBYCOZO sculpture that only cast white light onto the playa. We had decided that the best way to stand out at Burning Man was to be as minimal and simple in our lighting as possible. In 2018, we brought a piece called the Sunscope, in which the sun rose directly through the center of it during sunrise. To be honest, because we wanted this piece to be about the passage of time and immediacy, we didn't light the sculpture at all, because we wanted to get away from the mentality of always on. We wanted the experience to be ephemeral and fleeting. That year, we also had 2 of 2017's ring sculptures surrounding it, and as we were packing up those artworks on Tuesday, we decided to burn one of the pieces because that was something we had never done before. So we went to the Ashes of the Man where DPW was burning scraps, and we threw it into the fire and said a little thanks to Larry prayer. And I really feel like it was that moment and that prayer what led us to 2019, Metamorphosis, when our design was chosen for the base of the man. While we didn't work directly on the lighting, I just wanted to show what a fantastic job they did with making the cocoon glow and creating this really beautiful, otherworldly effect that I feel like really well represented our vision for the base. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention the No Spectators exhibit at the Renwick Gallery of the Smithsonian in 2018. For us, it gave us 4 walls and a ceiling, 5 more canvases than what we were used to on the playa. Our goal was to envelop the room in shadows and create a truly immersive experience. While it took us 2 days to build the sculptures in the room, it took us 4 more days to perfect the lighting. And again, it was the perfect example of how much more difficult it is to do something simple. The exhibit featured the very first HYBYCOZO ever built, Trocto, with a pattern that is based on the theory of E8, a grand unified model for particle physics that sparked the whole HYBYCOZO project back in 2014. It also featured Inner Orbit Lvov, which is named after the city I was born in the Ukraine, and features a Ukrainian cross-stitching pattern, as well as a remake of our largest sculpture, Deep Thought, that was light enough for the floor of the gallery. The lighting in this room was designed to cycle between brightnesses, so people could experience the artworks in darkness, as well as that special moment at Burning Man just before the sunrise. Thanks so much for coming on this journey with us. We love you.